Okie doke, folks. We got one more pattern for the week. We're going to scroll down to Pattern Focus and find today's final pattern. This one is called Oh Curly. So, click on it so it gets bigger. Interesting. It's one that kind of grows on itself, so it's really organic. I tend to really like these, although I think it's interesting that this week, where I feel like I need some structure in my life, there was not any grid patterns, which maybe is God's way of saying that perhaps the structure isn't what I need, and perhaps I need to be a little less rigid. You know, I think about these things. Anyway, this one's called Oh Curly by Crystal Fonecki, 2017. You're going to start with a spiral. I like starting with spirals. Those are fun. And you can either draw your spiral inside to out, or outside to in, but they have to connect. So I think on this particular one, it's probably easier to draw inside to out, but you can go clockwise or counterclockwise. Either one will work, I'm sure. And then coming out of one side of it, about not quite half, about 3/4 of the way around, we're going to do a kind of a crescent shape, a C shape, and then aura that, or echo it, so that you have a parallel lines. And then you move over a little bit, and you're going to do that again. I see. We're aiming sort of to have a focal point here where this spiral comes together. So we're going to start coming this way, and we're going to get a little bit closer. So they're sort of petal-like shapes, but with a double. So normally we would draw petals with just a single. This one's going to be drawn with a double. And you could draw it with a single and then come back through in the middle and draw the double if that's easier for you. So we're going to go around, and then mostly around again, and then around here. We're going to end up there, and those last two, they're ending up in the same spot. So it's kind of like that. And then shading, and then this one shows them like really all nestled together like that. This one too. So here's the main one, the one that was drawn first. And then here's another one that was drawn that way. And here's some spirals, but then it was just drawn like this without that extra line. You can tell the difference. And then they've combined it with some sand swirl and some, I don't remember the name of this one, but it looks like AIM. Maybe a little bit of zinger, some fescue, some whatever this is, sort of a sand swirly thing with some stripes. I don't know. She's combined it with all sorts of things. So let's give this a go and see what kind of playful tile we can end up with. Close your eyes. This is the part I don't like. Wish there was a way to fix that, but there doesn't seem to be. I don't know. Is there some kind of filter, something I can put on the light so that it diffuses it? Because my problem is when I go to show you, see, you guys can't see that. Yeah, that's not good. Okay. Anyway, a pen would help. I'm just going to start one. I'm not going to do it right in the middle. I'm going to kind of go off to the side a little bit. Just going to draw me a spiral like that. And then I'm going to do that. And then Oops, I didn't turn my light up far enough. If I don't go far enough, I see the refresh on it. Yeah, not good. Okay, so then I'm going to do another one. Kind of here. Like that. And then another one. Like that. My parallel lines are getting kind of big. Gonna need them smaller. You guys see what I'm doing, or am I completely covering it with my fingers? I could be. I don't even know. You can see. Okay. Something like that. That's the general gist of this pattern. You can keep going. I'm going to do one more. And I'll nestle one in here. And I'm just kind of just going wherever feels comfortable. And I've gotten in the zone, which is why I got all quiet, because that's what happens to me. That came out interesting. Not too sure why I wanted it out there like that, but I did. So that's where I put it. So now I'm going to put one here. didn't give myself a border area. I'm going to be careful I don't get too close to the edge there. I think I'm happy with that. Feels like it's a little empty right there, compositionally. But I don't think I want sand swirl. You want spirals though. Like that. And then okay, I'm happier with that as a composition. Yeah, I'm good. Okay, so now I need to put Oh Curly somewhere. Which way is it living? Don't know which way it's living. That's a good sign that you really like the composition of your tile when you can't decide which way you like as the up. I think I'm going to do it that way. And you know, if you're not trying to conserve paper and draw on both sides like I do, you can, you know, put your initials on the front, but you can sign on the back and put the name of the tangle on the back. You don't have to do it on the front. I just need it on the front for me. Because I need to take a picture of it and have the name, so I do it on the front. All right, so let's do a bit of shading. I'm going to do actually around the outside of all these shapes. And I'm going to do where they overlap. First. then we'll decide where on the inside they need. Probably, guess is it's going to be along there, but you know, you never know. Might decide to change my mind. You know, I don't always just outline my shape either, but for some reason it's kind of telling me that's where it wants to have the shadow, so that's where I'm sticking it. Like that. Give my stump. Do a bit of blending. It's gotten very quiet outside. Contractor must have gone to lunch. It's good. We can get this finished before he comes back. And I think tomorrow they're going to be making all sorts of noise with the backhoe. However, I will be at work during the day, so won't hear it. And like I said before, I've learned now that I can't do my video drawing at night. It doesn't make me happy. It's too hard on my eyes. And I'm too tired. I just the drawing really relaxes me, but it also at the same time can energize me. I don't know if that makes any sense. But now that I've spent today getting a lot of drawing done, getting caught up with my videoing, you know, I've drawn 7 today, which is unusual. Usually I do 3 or 4, and then I video in 2 different days, sometimes 3 different days. But this week, the way my schedule is, I'm working days almost every day this week. Today's the only day I'm not working days, that I'm working night. So it's the only day I had. Draw. Oh, I like that. Huh. I think I want a little bit more shading out further from here. Actually want it further out. That's unusual for me too. Don't usually do that. But yeah, so I haven't, but today, you know, I wasn't really feeling it when I sat down to draw. I really wasn't. And you might be able to tell on the first video of this week. I had things on my mind. I had that scene in my head that wouldn't go away. You know, it seems to have calmed itself down. My brain has started focusing on something else, and I actually feel more energized and ready for work than I did when I first sat down here, which so I couldn't do this at night, because then I would be like all hyped up and wanting to be awake all night. I'm gonna go right in here. Not all the way, just from the middle though. Middle, I feel like it needs to be dark. Like that, I think. Let me see what that did. If I don't like it, I can always erase it. That's the joy of the pencil part. You don't like what you did, you can erase it. I love these. I'm really falling in love with these colored tiles. Whether it's the tan or this peach one or the brown, the gray. They're all wonderful to work on. And then I can use my white and really just make it pop. That's been very enjoyable. Okay. Just giving myself a glance over at my phone to see what time it is. Make sure I have plenty of time to get ready for work, and I do. I need to make myself something for lunch. Don't feel like having pasta again. I have had pasta like all week. I think maybe we have eggs. I can make an egg salad sandwich. That would be good. I'll make myself that. I don't know, do you guys do this? I know it probably sounds weird and nobody else does this, but my grandma used to make this, and it just reminds me of her, even though, you know, she's been gone 40 years. She made tuna and egg salad together in one sandwich. Have you guys ever done that? Because, you know, your egg salad is made with the mayo. Your tuna is made with the mayo. And she always just made her tuna salad and her egg salad together as one sandwich. And that's the way I always do it. So I have a tuna and egg. I know, it's probably just weird. Nobody's ever heard of it before. Getting there, all the way around, getting all my darks in, and then I'm going to come back with my white pencil and really just do some light. I think that would be good. Oh, look, it's a thing, tuna egg sandwich. Aha. You can find it on all recipes, so I guess I'm not completely weird. Awesome. Classic tuna and egg salad. Great on toast or alone as a salad. Absolutely. Sometimes I like eating them with, eating it just with a cracker or with pretzels. For some reason it's good with pretzels. Okay, you know what? I need to sharpen my pencil because I want to get in there and those tiny bits. I need a little bit sharper of a tip here. If you guys ever want a manual pencil sharpener, I totally recommend this one. It's got a thing for color pencils and then for a regular pencil, and for the bigger pencils it's a Faber-Castell. And then if you open it the other way, which I'm not going to do, it opens the end so you can clean it out, but it's a little triangular thing. Totally recommend it. It has had the best of the razor part inside of any of the manual pencil sharpeners I've ever had. Now the best pencil sharpener I've got is the old-fashioned school type pencil sharpener that is mounted to the wall in our garage. That one just grinds a pencil like nobody's business. You know, the old-fashioned crank one, you have to mount on the wall because you need that what's the word I'm trying to find? You need the leverage. That's the word I wanted. You need the leverage to get the crank going. Yeah, that makes a spectacularly fine point, because I can adjust the, it's got those roller blade thingies that twist like that inside, and I can adjust the angle of them to make a blunter or pointier pencil, and I can make a pencil that could poke your eye out. It's got a really great blade in it, but it's not always convenient. That particular one, the triangle one, I got that as a gift for either Christmas or my birthday. I don't remember. But it was for my best friend. She knows me really well. And yeah, it's probably the best gift I've gotten. And it's not the most expensive gift, but it's the best gift. All right, do I need any in here? I think I do need a little bit. Just a little. It's too much. I might have to come back and blend it. I want just a little bit. I'll have to come back and blend that, because I don't want it to be that stark of white on there, but I want it there. So where's my blendy stump? Oh no, that's got too much graphite on it. I need a cleaner one. I have cleaner ones. This one's got cleaner. No, that's too much blendy too. Let's try this one. Yeah, I don't like that. That turned into mud. Okay. That's what the eraser's for. Just in that little spot. And I don't even need to get the white off, just the graphite. That's better. I just need to be careful not to get my stump in the graphite, because I don't need to blend the graphite anymore. Just the white. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Just like that. Isn't that pretty? I really like those. The color tiles are just making me happy. So, I hope you find an art supply that makes you happy. Yeah, I've been painting, which I haven't done in a really, really long time. But I've been enjoying myself. I've been following some of the tutorials on the Art Sherpa. So if you guys look up the Art Sherpa, Cinnamon Cooney online, on YouTube. I've been doing some of hers. And I've been enjoying myself. You guys have a really great day. I am done for the week. I'm going to go upload these guys. I'm going to plug in my phone because I've used most of my battery. See if I can make myself some lunch and get myself ready for work. It's going to be a long day. But I'm feeling much more confident in getting to work and doing what I need to do because I spent my time getting my Zen on. Very important. Very, very important for my mental health. And I need to remember that when I'm getting into that funk, to just stop dwelling on the funk and go draw something. I just really need to remember that because, you know, last night was funk. So, today's better, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.